Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us. Somebody whistled over there, and Oh, it was you, sir. I'm sorry. We have a terrific group today. I think you're going to have a good time. In fact, I know you will, and I know all of you in our studio audience are going to have fun because you're going to win some money. Let's get right to it. Let's meet our couples. First, on my left, we have the ladies out in front. Miss Jessica Waller and her husband, Ross Bowman. Just for a second there, it startled me. I turned around and didn't expect to see you there. And there you were.
And here I am.
And there you are.
How about that?
You look terrific. You're very photogenic, Ross. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I can see me up here.
What's that?
I can see me up here.
Oh, you can?
I'm not so sure I agree.
No, you look terrific. Doesn't it,
Okay.
gang? The blue section thinks you look just great, so don't worry about a thing. Next to Jessica. What's that?
On your middle.
On the middle.
On your middle.
Instead of on
Is it
your
on
left or
my
on your right.
left or
On your middle. Next to Jessica and Ross is Carolyn
Little
Bean and her
attention
husband,
to-
Orson Bean. The banana section will be counting on the beans. Somehow goes together,
Wait a
doesn't it?
minute.
Bananas and beans. Always
Yuck.
goes together, doesn't it? At your house, banana and beans go well together?
Yes, I like Hawaiian music.
Yeah.
Get it.
What?
Next to Orson. So, next to Orson and Carolyn, the red section will be winning money. That's a tough one, gang. Winning money from Sharon and Lyle Waggoner. Nice to have you both with us, too.
Thank you, Bert.
This is by far the prettiest panel we've ever had. I shouldn't say that because probably a lot of other people are saying, oh, yeah, Bert, try and get us back on the show now. But anyway, really terrific.
I don't mind you saying that, Bert.
Thanks, Lyle. I didn't figure you would. Okay, first question coming up, and here it is. Fellas, it's addressed to you, worth $150.
I doubt it.
Here it is. Men,
Enunciate. Now, Alan Ludden is waiting in the wings.
all right, I'm gonna do my best with this one. Are your wife's kisses any different now than they were when you were first married?
This could be trouble, Bert.
Are your wife's kisses any different now than they were when you were first married? Think that one over, fellas. It can mean a lot of things, I guess, and we'll come back to you in just a moment.
When he was first married, he was married to another woman, so I hope so.
So wife's kisses are probably a lot
They were different, yeah. No, but seriously, folks.
Yes.
I think he would say that they're the same, just as nice as they ever were. Not any different.
Not any different at all.
No. That is, if he's thinking of me.
Yes. Okay, he'll say, no, they're not any, they're not different. Let's bring him on. Okay, Ross, what's the answer now? Is your wife's kiss any different now than when you were first married?
No.
That's what she said. You said that very diplomatically. Did you have a qualification, Ross, or he's
No, I was
licking
just
his
thinking
lips?
about it. No, I liked them then and I like them now.
Yes.
That's
seem
what I
about
thought
the
you'd say,
same.
darling.
Seem about the
Thank you.
same, huh? Okay, all right. We won't get anything out of you. I can see that. And you have a share of the pot, Ross. You're absolutely right. Carolyn, how about
Good for
Orson?
us.
What's he going to say?
I hope he says better. In other words, different. But for the better.
Different, better, and different.
Yeah, I like it better all the time. I hope he does.
Like an aged wine, as Orson would
Yes.
say. All right, you'll say,
Yes,
they
they're
are different. Let's bring him on. Oh, are Carolyn's kisses different now than when you were first married?
Oh, I'll never forget the first time we ever kissed.
Yeah.
I said to her, oh, baby, I'd like to give you a little kiss. And we did, I kissed her. And she bit my tongue. It was a terrible thing. I'd say they're different, they're better.
Wow. Right on the button.
It took the long way around.
Yeah. Orson, that's amazing. That's almost the word for word what Carolyn said there. Yes.
I like to do styrofoam
We've been kissing
shtick.
the same people.
Okay, you have a share of that pot. No, please. Oh, we're just gonna have to cut you off if you keep that up. Or... No,
affect my
not
hearing.
at all. All right, Sharon, how about Lyle? What's he gonna say?
I think he'd do the same thing that Orson did and say that they're better.
You think
His
so?
are better.
His
Better. Oh.
Oh, he'd better. Finally figured out what he was doing wrong, huh? Now, how about you? But it's you see. He's gonna say, we're talking about you, really.
I think that he'll say that they're better now.
That your kisses are
Yeah,
better.
I was so young then.
Oh.
And he's right, Bert.
You know all about it, do you, Orson? Okay, let's bring on Lyle. Lyle,
Orson's over here doing cup shtick.
what's the answer? Are they different than they were when you were first married?
I remember when I first met Sharon. She was a bathing beauty, and I thought she'd be worth waiting for.
Yes.
Her kisses were terrific then, and they're terrific now, so they're the same.
Dummy!
See, maybe if you'd done a little cup shtick, it would have come out better. I'm sorry, that's not what Sharon said, but Jessica and Ross, Carolyn Orson, you share the $150 pot to start things off, and we'll come back and see who's going to share all the rest of the pot to get together on Tattletales. Come back with us. Okay, we're back. Question number 2 coming up. It's addressed to the fellas. It's worth $150 as well. Ready to go, gang? Here it is. Men, and you too, Orson.
Yes.
They say that to err is human.
That's to err.
No, it's err.
Err?
E-R-R is err, I believe.
It means a mistake, right?
Tell us, that's right.
Okay.
Tell us, what would you say was the biggest err? No. Tell us, what would you say was the biggest mistake you ever made in your life? Fellas. Tell us, what would you say was the biggest mistake you ever made in your life, gentlemen? We'll come back in a moment and find out. Goodbye. Funny, the girls don't think that's so funny. Jessica.
We're still on the air. All right.
Yes.
What they would think would be the biggest.
What's Ross going to say was the biggest mistake of his life?
This is hard because he's so perfect, but I think we lost a lot of money in the stock market.
Oh.
A lot.
Oh.
I really need this job, folks. No.
Yes.
I think he'd think maybe that was it.
The biggest mistake of his life.
Yeah.
Was
Kind of
it's kind of turning out that way, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm going to cry. Get me a tissue. All
Yes,
right.
you'll say that
I think he might say that it was the stock market.
his ventures in the stock market. Okay, let's bring him on. Ross, what was the biggest mistake of your life?
An investment in the stock market.
That's what the lady said. You're right. How about that?
I wish you were wrong. I wish I was wrong.
You don't have to think long when you've made that kind of mistake. You know that's
know.
the biggest mistake you ever
I've
made.
been hearing about it ever since, too.
I'll bet you have. Well, you're absolutely right this time, and while you don't get it, the blue section does, so nevertheless, you're right. You have a share of the pot. Ross, thank you. Carolyn, what's Orson going to say?
Boy, I really can't think of a thing.
Biggest mistake of his life.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have waited so long to marry me.
You said it. Boy, that's a mistake
That's right.
if I ever heard one.
it was like 2.5 years that,
Before he got around to it, huh?
Right, yeah.
So maybe you'll say the biggest mistake was his delay.
Yeah.
Not getting to it sooner there.
Inability to make up his mind.
Inability to make up his
No,
mind.
I mean, that's not in general, though. Just, regarding... Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be in 1 or 2 words, right?
No, of course
just,
not.
Just waiting so long to get around to asking me to marry him.
All right.
That's all.
You should see this. If you... Orson, there you are. I didn't know. I was going to ask you to get Orson for us if you would, sir.
I got a terrible cold.
Orson, you really should see
Who's
a
a little
dentist. sir.
chatterbox?
Okay. Now, are you prepared to admit the biggest mistake in your life aside from the one you just made?
This is murder. This is really... I've made so many blunders in my life, and I can't imagine what Carolyn would say. But since my ex-wife is no longer living in the country, I'll say marrying her.
That's not the one,
I'm such
but
a
you're
lady,
close.
I didn't say it.
No, she didn't say that. Tell him what you said, Carolyn. It's nice.
I said, waiting so long to marry me.
Ah, sweet pea.
That's sort of all the same thing.
No, bean, sweet bean it is. Anyway, I'm sorry, Orson,
It's all in
no
the
score
vegetable
there.
family.
Sharon, what's Lyle going to say? What's the biggest mistake of his life?
I really don't know of any mistakes that Lyle has made. I mean, he hasn't made them at home.
It's perfect.
Yeah. But,
In every way.
if I have to say something,
Yeah, where has he made the mistakes is what we want to know.
I don't ask questions like that. I would say it would be waiting to get into this business that he's in. He waited until he was 30 to come out here
Before
to try
he's-
and strike it rich and show business.
Right.
So I guess that would be the only thing I could possibly say.
All right, let's bring him on, see if he agrees with you.
He won't.
Oh, boy.
Lyle?
Yes.
Biggest mistake you ever made. What was it?
I just might I'm about ready to make it, I think. I can only think in terms of what recently happened, and I would have to say that it's a real estate deal that we went in recently that didn't quite turn out what we wanted.
I'm sorry, that's not what Sharon said, which means the only people who got that one right are Jessica and Ross. They get the whole $150, gang. And they are in the lead at $225. We will change places. It is now halftime. Ladies to the rear, fellas front and center. Oh, there he goes again with that cup. We're going to break away for just a minute. Please come back with us, won't you?
Every flabby inch of it.
Okay, we're back. We have changed places. I have the fellas out here with me, and the ladies are in the back. Everybody's won money up to this point. Sharon and Lyle haven't, though.
Well, we started out slow yesterday, too, you know
That's
what I mean?
right.
We start out slow, and then we taper off.
You pulled it out with one question, won the whole game. Oh, that's right. So you might do it again. Who knows? Oh, Orson, we're going to have those teeth pulled.
Don't ever give him a cup. Never.
No more cups for Orson, gang.
No more cups.
Okay, here we go. Ladies, are you ready? This question is addressed to you. It's worth $150 in our pot. Some psychiatrists say that very frank, very sexy talk between a man and a woman is healthy and stimulating. Tell us, does this kind of sexy talk with no words barred turn you on or off? Tell us, does this kind of sexy talk with no words barred turn you on or off? Think about that, ladies, and we'll come back and see. Don't think about it too much. Ross, what's Jessica going to say?
You have to make a choice?
No, you don't have to, but the blue section probably beat the daylights out of you if you don't.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that it turns her on. I know it doesn't turn her on. I would say off.
You would say turns
Yes.
her off.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Really doesn't one way or the other, but I'll say off.
You'll say off.
Yeah.
You seem you're absolutely sure about it.
No, I'm not.
That's what I thought. Okay,
You got that feeling.
But you got to take a choice, so you're going to say
My
off.
choice is off,
All right,
right.
let's bring her on and find out. Jessica,
Yeah.
what happens with no words barred? Does it turn you on or off?
Depends on who's talking. No, I would say off.
That's what he said. You're right.
Not that everyone out there is aware of my preferences.
Now that everybody
It's
out
a
there.
very personal show.
Yes,
Very personal.
it is very personal,
Yes.
but you handle it very well.
It's called
I thought.
instant divorce.
No. You
I
did.
asked Bert before how many divorces happened from this show, but he said so far pretty good, up till
No.
today.
Up till today, as I said, we haven't asked everybody back yet. We don't know. We haven't
Oh.
made a check. No, of course. Anyway, you have a share of the pot, darling. Thank you. Orson, what's Carolyn going to say?
Carolyn loves directness in language. She's not a big fan of euphemisms. Like if a lady comes up and says, "My husband passed away in the restroom," she'll say, "Died in the toilet, did he?" You know, directness. She's also a very passionate woman.
Yes.
And words like that do turn her on. Yes.
Right.
So do Brussels sprouts and card tricks. The answer is yes. I hadn't thought of it.
Brussels sprouts and card tricks, huh? What a funny menu.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
she's a big fan of D.H. Lawrence, Lenny Bruce, and me.
There's a parlay, folks. Let's bring on Carolyn. Carolyn, do those words turn you on or off?
Could you give me an example?
Criminetles, honey.
Holy cow.
Gee whiz, I love it. I mean, it turns me on.
That's what he said. You're right.
The dirty old lady.
That's what the man said.
Sometime, you know, if I have to go away to Cleveland overnight, I make obscene phone calls to her.
But then you're not there. All right, now that's a share of the pot for you, Carolyn. Lyle, what's Sharon going to say?
It's healthy and stimulating to talk direct, right? Is that the question?
Well, it says some psychiatrists say that very frank, very sexy talk between a man and woman is healthy and stimulating, yes.
Yes. Well, I've heard Sharon talking to the. Again, yes, she's very adult and bright and I don't know. I'm in trouble. I would say.
A 16-year-old boy.
I would say yes.
Yes.
It does.
Okay. You'll say yes. Let's bring her on. Find out. Everybody here knows now, except you, Sharon. Tell us, do those words turn you on or off?
On.
That's what he said. Okay. The way she said that. Okay, gang. That means everybody shares in that pot. So let's ring it up for them. $150 shared 3 ways. Quick, Orson, how much is that?
That's your $1.25. So
Never
3
mind.
ways.
All right. That means at this point, Jessica and Ross are in the lead with $275, and we'll be right back after this brief commercial message for you. Come back with us, will you? Goodness. Okay, we're back. This question is worth double, worth $300, and as has happened in the past, anybody can win on one question. So we'll find out what happens this time. Ladies, it's addressed to you. Here it is. Girls, you have accepted an invitation to a party, and you both decide you really don't want to go. Now, to get out of it, you have to tell a big white lie. Which of you makes the telephone call to get you out of it? You're invited to a party, you really don't want to go, you got to tell a big white lie. Which of you makes the telephone call to get you out of it? Think about that one, ladies, and we'll come back. That's a good question. That's a good one, isn't it? Ross, what do you do?
Well, when I lie, I turn green, so that's
Tell a big
Jessica-
green lie,
Yeah.
then.
So that's Jessica's department.
Jessica,
Yeah.
yeah, she would do that.
She would take care of that.
Being the actress in the family, she can pull that off, huh?
Yeah, she does it a little more smoothly than I do.
I see. All right, let's bring her on and find out. Who picks up the phone and gets you out of that party you don't want to go to?
We don't have a phone. No. Me. I'm the actress.
That's what he said. You're right, dear. Okay. That means you have a share of that $300. Yes, Ross?
Now she's telling the truth.
Now, yes, now it's the truth. Okay, we've got it. Orson, how about you and Carolyn?
Both of us hate to use the telephone.
Right.
And hate things like that, but I usually win out and insist that she call and tell them. She usually pays me back because the lie is something like, I can't come because Orson is dead.
And then there you are showing up on
Then they see
television
me the next
someplace.
day and they're terrified.
Okay, you'll say it's her. Let's bring her on. All right, Carolyn, between the two of you, who picks up that phone and gets you out of it?
Lucky me.
That's what he said. You have any pet excuse that any of you use? Is there you know, what is it? Is it a headache?
No, that sort of thing really doesn't happen often with us because we generally...
You never get invited anywhere.
Right. When you don't have any friends, you don't have that problem.
Only
Say
kidding.
We can't
Only
come because Orson is dead.
You always come there, yeah, right. Okay, Lyle, what's the answer now?
For the benefit of our friends that are watching, we never do that to you,
No, of course
But
not.
there may be occasions where we have conflicting engagements. You know,
Yes.
and one of them has to be turned down. And so
That's the worst
Sharon
lie
takes
I
care
ever
of
heard.
That's a purple lie, that one.
Sharon would take care of that.
She
Oh,
would
yes.
do that, huh? Okay, let's bring her on and see if she agrees with you. Sharon, you've got this
Yeah?
party to go to now, and you really don't want to go. Who's going to pick up the phone and get you out of it?
Bert, we have a motto around the house. It's, he makes them, I break them. He accepts all invitations, and I have to break them.
That's what he said. You are right. Absolutely right, which means all three of our couples share in a $300 pot. Let's ring that up for them. $100 apiece. Not bad. Gee, big total of winning, say. All right. Time is up. That's the score. Jessica and Ross win for the red section. There it is, gang. Okay, we'll come back in just a moment with the rest of Tattletales. Come back with us, won't you? Okie dokie, we are back. Our big winners today were Jessica and Ross, and they won $375. We had $1,000 for that, for a total of $1,375 for the blue section. All right, gang. Jessica, congratulations, first of all. Secondly, you have a show, a series in the fall.
Yes.
Tell us about it,
It's
will you?
called Amy Prentice, and it will be on the Sunday Mystery Movie on NBC, rotating with Columbo, McMillan, and Wife.
Wow, what a terrific spot.
It's
huh?
a great, it's a great opportunity.
What's
you
the
know.
show about? What do
It's
you
about
play?
a female chief of detectives in the San Francisco Police Department.
Wow.
So we have Rock Hudson as the commissioner.
Oh.
You know, we have Carl Malden, Michael Douglas
Right.
up there.
Right.
And Raymond Burr as special consultant to the police, and me as
How
chief
about
of
that?
detectives.
Ain't that terrific? Well, I hope you'll come back and watch us next time on Tattletales. Bert Conley, chief of Tattletales, say it's all over, everybody.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.